Everyone, welcome back to another episode of Rise and Shine. In today's episode, we are talking about one topic, which is how to handle setback like a winner. You know, sometimes we face a lot of challenges, a lot of setbacks, but I just want to remind you today that you can handle it like a winner. Stay with me and you'll learn a lot of great things in this video.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Rise and Shine. Today we are tackling a topic that hits close to home for anyone chasing big goals or building dreams: how to handle setbacks like a winner. We all face them: rejection, failure, disappointment. But here's the truth: winners don't escape setbacks. They master them. What separates the best from the rest isn't the absence of failure, it's the response to it. In this episode, we'll break down how to recover, refocus, and rise stronger every single time life knocks you down. Because your comeback story starts the moment you stop seeing failure as final. Let's be honest, nobody likes setbacks. They hurt, they're frustrating, they can completely shake your confidence. But if you look closer, you'll see that setbacks aren't the end, they're just information. Every challenge you face is feedback from life saying, hey, this path needs an adjustment, or this skill needs a little more work. Winners understand that setbacks aren't stop signs. They're signposts pointing you toward growth. It's not the problem that defines you, but how you respond to it. The biggest difference between winners and everyone else really comes down to perspective. When most people fail, their first thought is, maybe I'm not good enough. But when winners fail, they ask, what can I learn from this? That single question changes everything. To a winner, rejection means redirection. A delay means it's time for preparation. And failure simply means feedback. They don't take setbacks personally. They take them professionally. They study them, learn from them, and use that knowledge to get better. Every setback actually contains a hidden growth process, and it unfolds in 3 stages: shock, reflection, and transformation. First comes the shock. You feel the disappointment, the pain, maybe even some embarrassment. That's okay. It's part of being human. Winners don't suppress emotion. They process it. Next is reflection. Once the initial sting fades, they analyze what happened. They ask, what did I miss? What can I improve?
Let me pause here for a moment. Let's be real. Nobody likes setback. Nobody can say that they want setback for themselves. But I just want to remind you, you can handle this setback like a winner. And you see that you see a lot of great things. You see a lot of changes. So let's continue the video.
Finally, there's transformation. They apply the lesson and come back stronger, turning each setback into a stepping stone toward mastery. So next time things don't go as planned, don't rush to move on, extract the lesson first. That's how you turn pain into progress. Now let's talk about the powerful mindset shifts that winners live by. First, they believe this is happening for me, not to me. Setbacks aren't a punishment. They're preparation. They reveal what you need to learn next. Second, they know that setbacks don't define them. One bad moment doesn't erase your value or your vision. You're not your results. You're your resilience. Third, they understand that temporary defeat is not permanent failure. Every successful person has a list of failures longer than their wins. The only difference is they kept going. Fourth, they prioritize progress over perfection. Perfectionists quit when things go wrong, but winners focus on growth, not on flawless execution. And finally, they know that every comeback starts with a decision. Before things improve on the outside, they must change on the inside. Winners decide they're not done yet, and that decision is where their power lies. Think about some of the greats. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination, and his first animation company went bankrupt. But he didn't stop. He learned, adapted, and built an empire. Serena Williams lost major tournaments, battled injuries, and faced constant criticism. But each time, she came back hungrier and stronger. And Steve Jobs, he was famously fired from Apple, the company he founded. Instead of quitting, he built Pixar and later returned to Apple to create the iPhone. These stories prove that failure can be the greatest setup for your future success. So how do you practically handle setbacks when they happen? Here are some tools. First, pause before you react. Don't make big decisions when you're emotional. Just breathe, step back, and let your thoughts settle. Second, ask reflective questions like, what can I learn from this? Or how can I approach this differently next time? These questions turn mistakes into mentorship. Third, document your lessons. Write down what each setback taught you to build your personal playbook of resilience. Fourth, stay connected. Isolation only magnifies discouragement. Talk to mentors or friends who can remind you of your strength. And finally, focus on what's next. Don't get stuck replaying what went wrong. Shift your focus to the next play, the next step, the next opportunity. Handling setbacks isn't just about logic. It's also about managing your emotions. First, accept the reality of the situation. Pretending everything is fine won't help you move forward. Second, detach your self-worth from the outcome. You are valuable whether you win or lose. Your results don't define you. Your persistence does. Third, rebuild your confidence with small wins. After a major setback, start small. Each little victory will rebuild your momentum and belief. And finally, use visualization. Picture your comeback before it happens. Winners see success in their minds long before it becomes a reality. Every setback reveals a flaw in your system, something in your plan or preparation that can be improved. Instead of getting bitter, get better. Identify what broke down, adjust your strategy, test it again, and repeat the process until it works. That's how innovators, athletes, and leaders keep evolving. They don't lose, they learn, they tweak, and they relaunch. Ultimately, resilience isn't something you're born with. It's a skill you build through practice. Each time you recover from a setback, your capacity for it expands. Each time you fall and get back up, you become mentally tougher. So don't pray for an easy path. Pray for the strength to handle the hard one, because that's where champions are made. Remember, setbacks are not signals to quit. They are invitations to grow. The road to success is not a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and detours, but every single one of them is there to teach you something vital. The real question isn't whether you'll face setbacks, you will. The question is, will you let them stop you, or will you let them shape you? You are not defeated. You are being refined. So stand tall, reset your focus, and keep going, because the world remembers those who refuse to stay down. Thank you so much for watching.
Lastly, let me remind you this. Setbacks are not signals to quit. They are invitations to grow. Winners understand that the road to success is not straight. It's full of twists, turns, and detours. But every one of them teaches something vital. If you learn a lot of great things in this video, make sure you like, comment, and share. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Till we meet again, keep shining, keep growing, keep moving. Thank you.